Okay, so today, again, I don't really remember what day, maybe 5 or 6, but I'm going to start by talking about the things that I forgot to say yesterday. So they said my Spanish was good, but I feel like I keep saying vale way too much. Like, my answer to every sentence, every phrase is vale, vale, and I feel like I need to learn more phrases or more slang for what to say, like, okay, yeah, cool, like, I just say vale, and I need to learn more words, yeah, and then people dress really fancy here. Like, today, we were just going on a walk, me, Nella, and my host mom, and she was wearing, like, a tank top with ruffles and a jean skirt and high heels, and that's so different from US, and, like, I'm going to a birthday party for, like, some family member, a cousin or nephew or something, and so she said I could just wear whatever, like, it's not fancy, but I feel like people are still going to be way fancier than me. Jerez is, like, you know how Brussels is the head of the EU? Well, Jerez is the head of wine making. Like, there are so many wineries. Yesterday when we went on the car ride, she pointed out all the wineries, and, like, every couple of minutes she'd be like, oh yeah, that's another winery, oh, this one's good. Or actually, she doesn't like the wine, but she's like, this one's popular, that's another winery, just it's all a bunch of wineries. They are very different here in terms of, like, plates and stuff and napkins, because, okay, the first night I was here, which was yesterday, for dinner, or for lunch, we had, like, our big plate, and then we had a small plate for salad, and then a small plate for, like, a potato pancake. 3 plates. At home, I would have just used one over and over, and so I used my big plate for, like, the main course, for salad too. Like, I just served the salad onto my big plate, and the mom, Maribel, was like, what, you're gonna eat on the same plate? You don't want the flavors to mix, do you? And I was like, I don't really mind, this is what I do at home. She's like, oh, okay. And then but then also sometimes when I do things different than they do it, I feel like almost judged, and I know they're not, like, logically I know they're not judging me, but I don't know, sometimes I just feel like the host mom thinks it's obvious, and, like, it's not obvious for me. Like, today, we went to check out the gate in front of the house, and so I tried to close the front door, and luckily it didn't close, because while we were outside, she was like, did you close the front door? And I was like, I don't think it closed. She's like, you can't close the front door because I don't have the key on me. It locks automatically. And I was like, oh, because at home, the door doesn't lock automatically. I close it every time I go outside because otherwise bugs are going to get in or hot air is going to get in. And she thought it was so obvious, which it is to her, it's just not to me. In terms of, like, different culture, the mom makes all of the meals from scratch. She's a very firm believer in making everything from scratch, and so she makes all of the meals. She makes lunch and dinner every day, and she's going to make our snack for school for us. Like, we don't have to do it, which is way different from home. At home, I switch off cooking every other night-ish, and I make my own lunch and I make my own snacks, but here I'm not going to do much cooking. And she's gonna do our laundry, and, like, it's just very different. And then in terms of school, I start school on Monday the 16th. Yeah, Monday the 16th. And people are convinced that I'm gonna be in the first year of bachillerato, which is the year I want to be. It's like 11th grade. Even though on my, like, form that I got, my confirmation form, it said the 4th year of ESO, which is like 10th grade, but so I'm going to check with the coordinator about that. Everyone says that school's really easy, like, you don't really have to study, so that's cool. I'm going to have to study because the language is new to me, but I won't have to study that much, I don't think, so we'll see, that'll be cool. And then, so the mom she's not my favorite person ever. I can tell that she's nice. It's just a little bit to get used to, because sometimes she's a little condescending, like, about the culture, like, just expecting me to know the culture, which I don't know that she actually expects me to know the culture, but it comes across that way to me, and it's a little tough sometimes, but I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. And there are bars over all of the doors and windows, so I feel really safe. Like the front door, right outside of the front door is like a driveway, but it's closed in. Like it's like a gate that slides. It's like a slab of metal that slides, and then next to that slab of metal is another slab of metal, which is the door that you walk through. And then there's bars over all of the windows and the back doors, and like I just feel very secure, like no one's getting in here. Okay, so today I slept in really late because I didn't get to bed until 1:30 last night, so I didn't set an alarm, and I slept until 12:06, and I felt a little bad. But she said I didn't have to be up by a certain time, so I got up at 12:06 and I had breakfast, typical Spanish breakfast. It was okay, not my favorite, not my least favorite. It was fine. And then we went on a walk. It was pretty hot, so our plan was to go walk to my school, but it was so hot that we only made it part way, and then we asked Maria to pick us up and bring us back to the house. After breakfast and after the walk, everyone left, other than me and Nella. Everyone left for various errands and stuff, and so Nella and I had an hour to just watch TV, and I started knitting a hat for her for Christmas. And then they came back, and we had more time to just chill at the TV. And actually I think we ate lunch before everyone left. It doesn't matter, we had lunch, we had some free time, and then somewhere in there I called my family for like an hour. I didn't realize how fast the time went, and I talked to my friend just a little bit, and then me and Nella went on a jog, just like a mile jog. And it was really slow because like my time was really slow because here it's not hilly, there's just a little bit more elevation change than in Davis, and so I ran pretty slow, but it was okay, it was fun because like we were running together. And then we came back, I took a shower, I washed my hair, and then we had dinner. The food is getting better. It's still not my favorite. Just something about the seasonings just isn't my favorite, but I like it fine. I like it, it's just not my favorite. So we ate, and then Maria came home, and so we were talking with her for a little bit, but then now it's 11:30 and 11:45 now, and I had to come up here because I'm really tired, so I wanted to record my video and then get ready for bed and go to bed. And then tomorrow, Maribel is going to be working, Maria is going to be studying for tests, and I don't know what Gabriel is going to be doing, but me and Nella I think are going to walk like 30 minutes into town to get a computer charger for me, because the charger was so finicky last night that my phone just stopped charging in the middle of the night, and so I woke up and I had like 45%, and so I had to borrow a charger. So anyway, I'm going to buy a charger tomorrow, hopefully. I have no idea how much it's supposed to cost, but I guess I'll just buy it regardless of how much it costs, because I can't be too picky, because really all of the adapters isn't working very well for me. So yeah, we're gonna go into town, get a charger. Maria is gonna pick us up and bring us back to the house, and then I'll have free time and I'll have to do a bunch of editing because I haven't edited anything. Okay, so that was my day. Okay, so today was like a long day. I think it took a lot of mental energy. But so today I woke up at like 9:30. I got 9-ish hours of sleep because we've been going to bed late. Like right now it's 11:30 and I'm recording this and I'm getting ready for bed and then reading. So yeah, I've been having late nights. But so I woke up. I got ready for the day. Maribel was at work already, and Maria was getting ready to go to school, and Gabriel was still asleep because he got in late because he was playing clarinet.
So it was basically just me and Nella for breakfast. So we went downstairs, we made some breakfast. I had the tomato, ham, olive oil toast again because I like it. And I had some chocolate milk / hot cocoa. And then we watched a little bit of the second Twilight movie because Nella had never seen Twilight before. And so yesterday we watched the first, and today we watched part of the second, but not the entire thing because we had to leave to go to like a department store, just a store, because I really needed a new charger. And so we walked to the store. It was like 30 minutes. And the plan was to walk there and then have Maria pick us up and bring us back home because she said she could. And so we walked there and it was a nice walk. And I found a charger that I thought would do. And so I bought it, but then turns out Maria actually wasn't available to pick us up for another half an hour or hour. So then we kept looking around the store and there were a lot of cool gadgets, a lot of cool kitchen gadgets that I want to buy. I want all of them. But I held myself back. And so while we were there just looking around, I took another look at the charging blocks because since I already have a cord, I only need a block. And I found this one that seemed like it was even better for a cheaper price. And so I decided, okay, I'll exchange it. But the place only exchanges for store credit, not for cash. And so I had to find other things to buy to use up the store credit. And so I found these little hair ties that I'm really excited about. It'll be perfect for braids or pigtails or half up, half down. And I got yarn to make Maria a hat or a scarf or something because I think I'm gonna just make people knitted things for Christmas because that's easy and homemade, so you know they'll like it. And yeah, I got a couple other things, and so the charging block seems to work okay. It's not strong enough to charge my computer while the screen is on, but it is strong enough to charge it when it's off, so that's cool. And I won't have to fiddle with it for 10 minutes to get it to work anymore, which is great. So, at the store, the cashier was on the phone when I walked up, and I heard him speaking Mandarin, Chinese, and so I was like, oh, hey, like, 你讲中文吗? Like, do you speak Chinese? He was like, oh, yeah, so we were talking in Chinese for a little bit, and I told him that my dad was Chinese, and my mom was American, and they're both in the U.S. right now, and I'm studying abroad, and he was like, oh, okay, that's really cool, and he was really nice, and it was fun. And then Nella and I went to the mall to get her water because she was really thirsty. We went to another store just while we were waiting for Maria, and there were these backpacks that I really want. So if my backpack breaks, I know where I'm getting a new one. And then Maria picked us up. We went back home for a couple minutes, and then we left for Marco's birthday. Marco is Maribel's nephew, so Maria and Gabriel's cousin. So we went to his birthday party, and he's like a young adult, so everyone there was young adults. And it was outside in the sun, just sitting at the table. So at first we were in the shade, but then eventually we were in the sun, and so we had to leave early. We left after like 2 hours, but everyone else stayed for like 5 or 6, but they said it was fine to leave, so I guess it was fine to leave. But yeah, we had barbecue, and then when we got back to the house, since everyone else was still at the birthday party, we had some free time, me and Nella, and so I started editing, which took forever. I'm not done with it. I've done 4 days so far, and I'm gonna upload the first video with 6 days so that then I can start on Mondays. So I have 2 more days, and the next day that I have to edit is gonna take a really long time. So sorry that video came out late, but I'll try to catch up before school starts on this week, and then hopefully I can just do it every night. But so I edited for like 3 hours, and then Maribel came home. We had some cake because, you know, it was Marco's birthday, so she brought us home some cake. And then we watched a little bit of TV. I did a little bit more editing, and then we had dinner at 10. which I don't even think of as weird anymore. You guys probably do though. And then they sat and watched TV, and I sat with them and did some more editing. And then I came up here at 11:30 because I'm trying to go to bed a little bit earlier now. I'm recording this video, and then I'm gonna get ready for bed and go to bed. So yeah, that was my day. Hi, okay, I've given up on figuring out what day it is. So today was a day, Tuesday, and it was pretty good. I've gotten into routine. I wake up at like 9:30, and then I have breakfast with Nella, watch some TV, and then today I did some editing, and then we go on a walk. Today we went to the store to try to find a toothbrush for Nella, and the first place we went to, they didn't have a toothbrush, but they had chocolate croissant, so we got a chocolate croissant and split it, and it was really good. And then we went to the mall. Well, the store was in like a tiny little mall, and so we looked around at a couple different shops, and then we went to a pharmacy to try to look for a toothbrush for Nella. And the first pharmacy we went to, it was like $60 for a toothbrush. So we went to a different one, and it was like $20. So she got the $20 one. And then we went back. I did some editing. I edited for, I don't know, hour, 2 hours, and then it was time for lunch. So we had pasta with Nella and Gabriel, and we watched a movie. And then after I was done eating, I went upstairs, got my laptop, and did more editing on the couch with them while I watched the movie. And then once the movie was done, me and Nella went upstairs, and while we were out in the morning on the walk, I braided her hair because she liked how mine looked. So I did a Dutch braid on her, and she really liked it, and I asked if she wanted me to teach her, and she was very enthusiastic about it. So then after lunch, we went upstairs, and I taught her how to braid, and she did so well for her first braid. She just got to keep practicing, and then it's going to get really good. And so I taught her to braid, and then Maribel came home, and she asked if we wanted to go on a walk to check out the bus stop. And so we went to the bus stop, checked out the schedule. I decided I'll probably just bike to school as opposed to riding the bus, because the bus, you have to walk a couple blocks to the bus stop, and then drops you off, and you walk a couple blocks to the school. And I think it'll be easier to just bike the entire way, because that's what I'm used to anyway. So we all walked to the bus stop, and then we walked to this clothing store because Maribel needed to get new jeans from Maria. And so Nella and I went with her, and we found some clothes to try on. So I got a top, and it was only €3. So nice. And then Maribel walked home, and me and Nella went on a jog. So we jogged like past the house and around the park, and then we still beat Maribel back. Today we ran a mile, and 2 days ago we ran a mile, but I think next time we're gonna run 1.3 miles because that's 2 kilometers. So yeah, it's really fun having a running buddy, and we're like the same level too, which is so perfect. So yeah, we went on the run, and then we showered, and I cleaned off my makeup because I wanted to shorten my getting ready for bedtime so I can get to bed earlier tonight. And then we went down to have dinner. We had dinner at like 10:15, and it was really good. It was just leftovers, but we had rice today, and I think I was really missing rice, so I liked dinner. And we watched a little bit more of the second Twilight movie, which is really fun, but it's kind of annoying because they do the Spanish audio and English subtitles. I think English audio and Spanish subtitles better, because then you don't have the audio actually matches up with what the people are mouthing, but whatever. And so we watched that, and then I came upstairs and I'm recording this and I'll go to bed. I like the mom and the food better now. I think it just took a little bit of adjusting to. And I finished my first YouTube video today. I'm so happy. It took a little bit. I had to buy another membership upgrade. So that kind of sucked. But now I have other things that'll make it easier. So, yeah. I got my first video out and I was so happy about it. It was like really crazy long, so sorry about that. And since I'm learning a lot of new Spanish words, the host mom said that last year one of the girls she hosted put on sticky notes new Spanish words she was learning, and so I have on the cabinet 2 sticky notes with Spanish words and the translation, and I think it's really helping. Like, now I know how to say peace, guisantes. I didn't know that a week ago, so that's cool. And you know how sometimes in movies you see people do like the 2 kisses when you like meet them or see them or greet them? That's real. Like, the first time I met the host family, the sister was like, oh yeah, so when you meet someone you have to give them 2 kisses. And I was like, okay. I forget every time I meet someone new, but it's okay. And also, I don't remember how, but me and Ella got to talking about saunas, and apparently in Finland it's literally illegal to build an apartment without at least 1 sauna, which is crazy. Because, well, I guess an apartment is different from a house, but in California, if you meet someone with a sauna, that means they're rich. Like, having your private sauna is crazy. But anyway, that was my day. Bye! Hi! Okay, so today was okay. It wasn't great, it wasn't horrible. I woke up and the blinds are really cool. It's not like... It's way better than the blinds at home, because instead of just having the ones that go across, it makes like a grid. And so I have a picture of while the blinds are closed versus while the blinds are open, and it's crazy how good it is at blocking out the light. So yeah, I woke up and then I got ready for the day and got some breakfast. And then me and Ella watched the 3rd movie of Twilight for a little bit. And then we got dressed and went on a walk today. We went to the train station because our local coordinator texted us that there's this good deal and that we should get it. But anyway, on the way there, we passed by this shoe store. And so, of course, we stopped because Nella wanted some sandals because she didn't bring any. And so we stopped to look for shoes for her, but I was the one who ended up buying shoes because I found this really great pair of shoes. They're fancy, and I think and hope they're comfortable. I'll have to wear them one day to find out if they're actually comfortable, but yeah, I really like them. They seem like the perfect, just like neutral, fancy shoe. So I'm really excited about that. And then I went to a store to try to buy a mouse because I think it'll make editing a lot easier. But that store sold it for like €7.50. And I know that at this other store I saw it for like €3 when we went a couple days ago. So I'm going to go back there tomorrow and buy a mouse. And then we went to the train station and it was really pretty. And there was some cool graffiti on the like tunnel on the way to the train station, so that was cool. And so we get to the train station and I'm not really sure how it works, and so I just take a number and go up to the window and I'm like, hey, this is what I want, how do I do it? She's like, oh, you're at the wrong place for that. I'm like, okay, then where do I go? And she said, well, you have to take a new number and then go to this other place. I'm like, okay. And so we waited for half an hour with that second number. Finally, the number is called. We go up to the counter. It's the same lady. She goes, oh yeah, so I actually can't do that because our system is down. So Nella and I are going to have to go back tomorrow and buy train tickets. But I think it's worth it because it's like 20 euros for unlimited use for 4 months, and if you pass 16 uses in the 4 months, then you get your money back. I'm not sure why they would do that because it seems like they would lose a bunch of money, but I'll take advantage of it, sure. So then we walk back, we have lunch, watch some TV, I do some editing in there somewhere, I do some more knitting, and then Maribel comes home, and we just kind of chill for a little bit, and then I go upstairs and I watch some YouTube, and I watch YouTube for like 45 minutes, and by the end of it, I remember why I stopped watching YouTube, because I just felt so like brain foggy, and it was only like 45 minutes, which is kind of a long time, but not like a super long time, you know? So, yeah, then I started knitting instead of watching YouTube, and I felt better. And then we, Maribel, Maria, and Gabriel were gonna go to the graveyard cause Maribel's husband and Gabriel and Maria's dad passed away 6 years ago, and so I think they do this somewhat regularly. So they went to the graveyard, and they didn't want to just leave us home alone, so then they dropped us off at a mall and then went to the graveyard. And the mall was huge. Like, I've never been in such a big mall. Even the one in Sacramento wasn't as big as this. And so Nella and I wandered around for a little while, and it was cool. I was really tired by the end of it though, so it like wasn't the most enjoyable thing ever, but I got some earrings and I was able to put one in, but I couldn't get it in my right ear, and I'm too tired to do it right now, so I'll do it tomorrow. But I'm really excited about the earrings. They're just like really simple, small gold hoops. So while we were on the walk, I noticed that all the street signs are like, there aren't street signs on poles like in the US. They're like on the wall or like on the ground, or so I have a picture of one, but it's just interesting because I never know where to look for the street sign, because in the US it's just on the corner on a pole, but it's not like that here. And then also Nella and I were out walking around 2:30, and everything was closed because things close from like 2:30 to 5 because that's lunch and then siesta time, and so it was crazy just to experience that. And then also there's just all these pockets of really stinky smells. Like, you'll be walking down the street and it's fine, it's like fresh air, and then you'll walk in this area that just smells like a porta potty for 2 seconds, and then you walk through it and it's fine. But it's really weird because it's all around Spain. It was even in Barcelona too. It's really annoying and gross. And then also, I am gonna be in the equivalent of 10th grade here for at least the first week, and then hopefully they reevaluate me and put me in the equivalent of 11th grade, because I don't want to basically redo 10th grade, you know? And also, starting at 11th grade, which is the first year of bachillerato, you get to choose what you study. Like, there's 3 fields. It's like hard science, philosophy, or something else. And so I think it'll be nice having that choice, that I don't have to take classes I don't want to, you know? But yeah, that was my day. Hi. Okay, so last night after I recorded the video, Nella and I ended up giving the family our gifts from back home. So I gave them 2 calendars and a tote bag, and then Nella gave them some tea, and she gave me a vitamin C serum, and she gave us chocolate and salted licorice, and it was really fun. And it was some really good family bonding. It was everyone: Maria, Maribel, Gabriel, me, Nella. It was fun, and we were looking through the calendars and looking at important dates, and we were talking about birthdays, and they were like, hey, when's your birthday? And so I told them February 28th, and they were like, the 28th? That's, I can't remember now, but something about Andalusia or Cádiz or something. And so They get the 28th off of school every year. Too bad I'm not here, because I would have my birthday off every year. But anyway, so last night I went to bed, and then I woke up, and as usual, got ready for the day, ate some breakfast, watched a little bit of TV, and then Nella and I got ready to go to the train station again, because as you know, I couldn't get the tickets yesterday, and so we walked to the train station and took a number, and I got up to the counter and I said, hey, can I get this ticket now? And the person told me, well, the ticket that you're asking for, if you're not on the train at this place, and they notice and they charge you, and it's hard to explain, it's a long story, but I was thoroughly confused, and so I didn't know what to do. So I asked Gabriel if he could come help us, and so he came. He had to find the car first because Maria had taken it to the university campus, and so it took him like half an hour to get to us. And so Nella and I were there waiting because of the ticket and then because of Gabriel for over an hour, and it was so boring. And then he got there and he helped us get the ticket, but I don't know if he got me the right one, so I'll have to ask tomorrow because I'm going to the beach tomorrow on the train. So he got me a ticket, but since you had to have your passport or ID or something, I had a photocopy, which was great, but Nella couldn't find hers. So we have to go back again tomorrow for Nella's train ticket. Yeah. And then we got home. Since Gabriel was there, he just gave us a ride back home. And then I edited some, and I braided Nella's hair. I gave her a waterfall braid, and she really liked it. I'm so happy. And then we ate some lunch. I don't know, I think I did some more editing. And then Maribel came home, and she told us that she thought we could go to the city center today. And so we said, okay, cool. And so we hung out for a while, and then around 7 we went over to the city center, and it was really fun. There's a lot of old architecture, which was really cool. I think Dad would enjoy it, and Cookie too. Not me. It's pretty, I just can't, I don't know, I don't really appreciate the historical significance, but it was really pretty, and the city center is so huge. I love it so much. Oh my god, it's shopping heaven. Ugh, it was great. And so we walked around for a while, and I'm definitely gonna go back. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. And I did a lot of shopping. Not a lot. I did some shopping, and I bought a tank top, and I'm so excited about it. I don't have a picture, sorry, but I'll post one when I wear it the first time. And I'm so excited about it because it's like gray and it's lacy and it's just perfect. And then I tried on this dress, and it was really pretty, but the straps were too short, so I didn't get it, but it was really pretty. And I think green's my color, I don't know. And then we got in the car, came home, didn't go home till till 9:30. And so I took a shower, and we're having dinner soon. It's 10:15, and we still haven't had dinner. But we're having pizza, so that's cool. And also this afternoon, I called my family for a little bit, and so that was fun. And today I caught up with my editing, so from now on I only have to do 1 day of editing per day, like one vlog day per day. I'm so happy I caught up. It feels so good. And also at the city center, I got some really good ideas for gifts for my family and friends, so I have some really good ones in mind, so be excited. It'll take me a little bit to shop around for the perfect thing, but I have general ideas for a lot of people. So yeah, that was my day. It was pretty good. And then I'm gonna eat dinner and hopefully go to bed early because I have to get up early to go to the school tomorrow morning and meet the staff and get some documents and stuff. But we have to leave at 8, which means I have to get up at 7, which means I have to get up 2.5 hours earlier than usual. I probably won't go to bed that early because it's already 10:15 and I haven't eaten dinner. But yeah, that was my day.
Hi, so sorry for all the bad audio quality. I've given up on my earbuds microphone, so hopefully this will be better. And this morning, I woke up early. I went to school with Nella and Maribel, just like to the school campus, not actually to classes, So first we went to my school, but the office wasn't open yet, so then we went to Nella's school, and we talked to them for like an hour and walked around. And Nella's school seems cool. It's where Maribel's children went, so she likes it. And then we went to my school and asked questions, and we were there for like maybe half an hour. And I got moved from 4th of ESO to 1st of Bachillerato, which means I am now in the equivalent of 11th grade. I'm in the science and technology courses, which is more math and science heavy. So that's cool. It'll be a lot harder than like socials or language, or I'm not really sure what the other ones are, but I think it's the hardest one. But I think it's okay because I like math, so yeah. And then the first day is Monday, so coming up, I'm so excited. I just need to get out of this house. I need to meet some friends. But what's really cool is that on Monday there's orientations on the first day of school, and so since I'm in 1st of Bachillerato, which is the second to oldest grade, I don't have to be there till 10:30. Because the 1st of ESO has orientation starting at 8:30, and then the 2nd of ESO, and then the 3rd of ESO, and then the 4th of ESO, and then me. So I don't have to get to school till 10:30 on Monday, which is great. I can sleep in a little bit, whatever. And then after we left my school, then we went to a store to get Nella and me notebooks because I only have an erasable one and I want a regular one just to have all my bases covered, So got a notebook, and then we walked back home, and once we were at home I had a snack because I was hungry, and then I did some editing. I braided Nella's hair, fishtail braid today. She really likes it. And then I just kind of hung out and read my audiobook and knitted for a while until it was lunchtime. And then we had lunch and it was good. I think I had leftovers. And then we went to the train station. We walked there. We met up with a bunch of other kids from Jerez, and then we went on the train, went to Cádiz, to the Playa Santa Maria del Mar Cádiz or something, some long-winded name, and we had like a short meeting with Ima, the local coordinator, and it was really fun to hang out with the other exchange students, and it made me so much more excited for school because I'll be able to make friends and everything. And then I got a ride back to the house with Amelia and her host sister's dad because the four of us all live in Jerez, and so we got a ride from them. And so that was nice. I didn't have to take the train back. And then got home, called mom for a little bit, took a shower, and then got some dinner. And now I'm recording this and I'm going to bed. Also, there's no calculus class, but that's okay because any math class I take will help me keep up with my math skills or whatever. So when I get back to school and actually take calculus, I'll be fine. And I tried the chocolate from Nella, and it was really good. So yeah, that was my day.